Yo, 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 welcome back to the Hulaham Hour. I'm Kurtis, that's Nick. If you don't know that by now, welcome to the show. It's episode 49. Nick, how's it going today?
Dude, it's awesome when you get excited and you know you live in Michigan because it's fucking 40 degrees.
Yeah, it's wintertime. Let's kick it. Welcome back, everybody. So, yeah, week 10 in the books. Another rough fantasy week. My winning streak came to an end in blood, sweat, and beers. Allen literally outscored me by about double. Yeah, not a lot of headlines before we get into our fantasy recap.
Bye, Daboll. Bye.
Yeah, so we're going to get right into our fantasy recap this week and then steamroll right into our week 10 recap, right into our week 11 picks, and wrap up with a couple other things that have happened around the sports world this week. Yeah, I guess, all right, this is the headline. Jameis Winston's going to be starting for the Giants. What are your thoughts on that, Nick?
It's about damn time.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Just
obviously
moving
with
on
Jackson
to
Dart out, it's next man up.
Yeah, but they should have just traded Russ at the deadline, or maybe just nobody wanted him. There's a reason for
Dude,
that.
to be honest with you, man, I agree with that. I just feel like at this point, watching him play, like even for the little bit that he had to come in after Jackson Dart went out with the concussion last week, it was awful. It was bad. It was really bad. And Brian Daboll, yeah, he's gone. He's a goner. I'm just not a fan of the midseason firings. Like okay, Mike McDaniels probably isn't going to be the head coach of the Dolphins next year unless he just keeps winning like he did over the weekend. However, at least the Dolphins came out and they're like, "You're our guy through the end of the year, like no matter what." Because really, like, do you actually think? Okay, yeah, our coach is the problem, right? We just get a new one in the middle of a season that's going terrible because you never get fired when you're doing good, and that you're just going to miraculously do this 180 and start heading in the right direction. I mean, what are your thoughts when it comes to the midseason firings?
I don't think it's more about doing a 180 in the middle of the season as I think about that they already lost the locker room, and you still have to try to retain a lot of these players at the end of the year. You got to at least show them you're making a move to keep your free agents.
Yeah.
That's what I think it's more about.
Yeah, I guess there's a few different angles you can look at it, but I just don't. There's just not been a winning scenario. Like, like the Giants are not going to, like, they had a shot potentially to be a playoff team if they had Scatterbo and Dart healthy constantly and Malik Neighbors and were fully healthy. But now they have no chance. So it's like, why even move on? Like, let this man crash and burn the rest of the year like someone else is going to do, and you're just going to kill someone else's confidence. It's just, I don't know.
So that's why they named the offensive coordinator. He's already in the dumpster fire instead of bringing in a new guy right away.
Yeah, normally they always do give it to one of the coordinators, which I completely understand.
And at least it gives that guy a shot. A lot of them guys have never had a head coaching shot, and at least you get to see how he runs the team for half a season.
Yeah, it's true. Very true.
It's a free interview with a offensive coordinator salary.
Oh, gosh. Burped up a little dinner.
And everybody is usually a dumpster fire unless you're LSU and fire your coach with a winning record.
Imagine being like, well, I know we're 4-2, but kick fucking rocks.
You're all done here.
You're done. Goodbye. Okay.
Please leave the state of Louisiana, says the governor.
Yeah, and don't go within 30 yards of a school.
Ever. More like 500.
Ever. Like 500 yards. Yeah, you just can't drive anywhere. Okay. I'm going to get into the fourth and long prognosticators wrap up here. Matchup of the week. The Beer Belly Bombers took it to Big Bush League this week, Nick. Ha, 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 ha. Yeah, 149 to 128. Take that, Mike. Man fell to Hurting for a title. Man beat Hurting for a title, 124 to 112. Shit Baby What fell to Jared's Not Branham's, 153 to 114. Who I play you this week, Doc. Game on, bud. It's going to be a good one. The Icky Subtle fell to Scary Terry, and the IR gang got their second victory of the year, which just put them still in last place. 141 to 136. Two girlies, one cup. Beat out Chasing TDs, 134 to 107. Jeff's team is on the regression. It's pretty bad. And F Your Couch beat Moran, 134 to 114. Good luck this week, Brad. You're going to need it. Okay. Moving on. We'll start with the league that I'm in last place of. It's bad. And I know what I did wrong this year, and I'm gonna get last. I don't think there's any way around it. Because even if I drop these players to pick new ones up, I have 5 players from one team, and it's the Eagles, and they suck. And did you see all the stuff that AJ Brown was saying on a YouTube stream last night?
No.
He said, and I quote, "If you have me in fantasy, get rid of me." And then he also called the Eagles a shit show. So there's that. So I might just drop his worthless ass. I don't know. But anyways, I've got Saquon, I've got AJ, I've got Dallas Goedert, I've got Devontae Smith. I literally have to bank on the Eagles having a very high offensive game for me to win in fantasy football, which has only happened 3 times this year. So yeah, dude, it ain't shaping up to be a good season, but it is what it is. So moving on to our recap for the week. As I said, Dicker and the Brown 2.0 fell to Conks Crushers, 174 to 127. Ricky P 5272, the man that'll never change his goddamn name, fell to Moody beat Moody as fuck, 183 to 137. It hurts Laporta. Fell to Scotty Doesn't Know Fantasy, 147 to 129. Scott's on a nice little 2-game win streak. And Catalina's Pillows fell to Lil Cox, who's now in sole first place of our league, 185 to 144. Pigskin Princess got high score of the week, 198 to 114 against Old Conk. And Morty got low score of the week, losing to Team Kazixi Kush, 110 to 158. Yeah, Nick, it's pretty bad, dude. Like... there's a 4-way tie for last place, which we also, me and Nick made the executive decisions yesterday. We are reverting back to standings by total points for not head-to-head matchups because there's just something not right with it. There's something in the algorithm that's not right with it. So it's got to go. We got to go back to our old way. So we're gonna. So if you're listening to this, then you play in our league. Bombshell. Welcome back. Anyways, yeah, 4-way tie for last place. And Lil Conks did clinch a playoff spot with her victory. So congratulations, Anna. You will be in the playoffs. So yeah, and I have a 4% chance to make the playoffs. Yeah, you may as well just eliminate me, dude. You know. Okay, moving on. Blood, sweat, and beers. My 5-game winning streak came to an end with an absolute ass whooping. I mean, Allen got high score, which, doesn't help. But
no, but when you have Jonathan Taylor and Jahmyr Gibbs last week, not much you can do.
Yeah, no shit, dude. That game was over when the London game was done. So, yeah, beat my ass 206-126. MGM, wow, what a close game. I didn't even see this. MGM Superstars beat Straight Outta Hail 165.8 to 164.4.
Ooh.
Ginger Killer beat out Wobble Pops 143 to 106. Take It Gently beat Rock You Like a Hurricane 148 to 132. My poor wife's in last. I'm sorry, babe. The Nail Painter and the Dogs fell to the big old TDs 154 to 116. And Lick 'em a Cock beat out my Balzac Ertz 174 to 107.
You didn't beat him out. He licked him.
Licked him good. I'm like a macaque. Oh, I love it. So, yeah, it's kind of funny. John, it says that John has clinched a playoff spot already, but is in technically second of first place. He's tied record-wise with Ian, and Ian's not clinched a playoff spot. That's a very, very strange thing going on there. I don't get that.
That's the head-to-head bullshit.
Yep. So that's why we're changing it back because it makes no sense. None. Sorry, none. Zero zip zilch. Anyways,
Ian has weight.
Right now, if the season ended, though, Nick, me and you would actually make the playoffs in this league, which is incredible.
Yeah, it's been a waiver wire nightmare.
It's been bad, dude. Like, my team this week looks very, very, like, yeah, it just sucks. Like, I want to get rid of J.J. McCarthy so bad. So bad. And I just can't because there's no one fucking else left that's worth a shit more than he is. So... But I don't know, dude. The way Davis Mills played last week, I might just pick his ass up. He's playing Tennessee. That might not be a bad move.
Oh, Stroud ain't ruled out yet.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Fuck. Well, whatever. Maybe I'll play Jameis. Maybe he'll just come out and chuck like 5 tutties. He'll be sick.
Dude, there's a very good chance. He had 5 interceptions, 5 touchdowns, 300 yards. Like, that's a trademark Winston day.
Yep. Okay.
The problem is, who's he throwing to?
Very true. Okay. Let's get into our recap here.
Yeah, let's recap some of the worst games we've seen all freaking year. Yeah.
Wrong place. There we go. Jeepers creepers. My brain's just... Okay.
In the NFL, you are continuing to fuck up primetime.
Yeah, dude. I literally took the words out of my mouth. Like, why in the fuck am I staying up till 11 o'clock or midnight to watch a 10-7 fucking game?
0-0 at halftime. Like, don't get me wrong. Them defenses are good, but they're not that fucking good. Like,
yeah, but like, okay, so I honestly think the Broncos are not that good of a team. I think they've gotten lucky 8 times. I'm sorry, I just do.
I think their defense is top 2.
Oh, it is, but their offense is ass. So so anyways, that game was 10-7. The Broncos won. They need to figure out a way to flex more games for primetime. Would you agree with that? I mean, I don't know logistically how they do that, but they could. I'm sure there's got to be a way.
I don't know if you could really do it as much on the Thursday games, but the Monday, I definitely think you could, and Sunday night.
Last year, Thursday Night Football was total shit.
Yeah.
Every game. And we did have some good ones up until the last couple of weeks. But, dude, it's just, not to jump ahead, but like the other one that we're talking about, the Eagles-Packers on Monday night, was that game tied 0-0 at half?
Yeah, it was fucking brutal.
Yeah, I went to bed. I'm not watching that catastrophe. Like, and really, everybody speaks so highly of the Packers and the Eagles. Like, dude, I'm sorry. I just don't, I forget who it was one of the guys on, like, First Take said Jordan Love ain't him. And I kind of think he's right. I mean, I'm a Packer hater, so it's a little hard to take what I say 'cause I don't like him anyways. But I don't think he is either. So, okay, enough about the ass primetime games. Let's get back into our recap here. Colts beat the Falcons 31-25 in a very exciting overtime game in, where were they? Dublin, I think. Not Dublin, Ohio. Dublin.
No.
Yeah, across the pond. Whew. Colts, Jonathan Taylor, what did he have? 4 touchdowns?
244, 3 TDs.
He's the MVP this year. I know they always give it to a quarterback, and I don't understand. I mean, I understand why they do, blah, 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 blah. But, like, really, like, Jonathan Taylor for MVP. I think he's having a better season than Saquon was even last year. So, it's nuts. It's crazy. Ass game of the week. At least on paper, but it ended up being a decent game. It was a lot better than the primetime games. I'd rather watch the Jets beat the Browns 27-20 on primetime.
Oh, dude, that was absolutely.
Yeah.
And give it to the Jets special teams. They're like, we know our offense is terrible. We're just going to score 2 touchdowns.
I know how we can
teams.
win games. Let's just not let the offense on the field.
Perfect. That's a great fucking formula.
Water is hitting the spot.
You're so glad you spent $40 million on Justin Fields to be the worst quarterback in the league.
Yeah, dude, it's bad. It's real bad. So yeah, Jets get their second victory, which means the Titans are going to end up being the only one-win team this year, unless they somehow pull a rabbit out of a hat, which I just really don't see that happening. I mean, they've already lost their quarterback, their rookie quarterback. He's, I don't know, man. It's rough. It's rough over there. All right. Wow. Yeah. Shocker game of the week, but this is just also making it, more of a question as to that we know nothing about the sport whatsoever this season. That the Saints beat the Panthers 17-7.
Dude, the Panthers, you also just don't know what team is showing up every week.
No,
there's so many teams like that this year where they could be the top team or literally lose to the Saints.
They're so bipolar, man. It's crazy. Like 1 week they'll come out and Bryce Young will look like, the best quarterback in the world, and then next week put up 7 points. I mean, Saints defense. How is the Saints defense this year? I guess I don't even really know. I mean, I know they're a terrible team, but their offense has been mainly their problem.
They're a problem everywhere. Look at their record.
Your whole team is a dumpster fire. Throw it away and start over.
Kellen Moore, I don't know why you ever took that job.
Yeah, that was probably a bad move.
I know he wanted to be a head coach, but wait for a better job.
As we also said in a couple episodes ago, there's guys that are meant to be coordinators, and there's guys that are meant to be head coaches. It is two totally different styles of coaching. And Kellen Moore is one of those guys that I feel like his strong suit is at an offensive coordinating position. So
I hate to judge it off of 1 year on a terrible team, though.
Oh, yeah, no, you need more of a sample size. But that's my thoughts on the situation. Okay, moving along here.
You drafted a quarterback that's no better than Spencer Rattler. I mean, he's kind of tied.
Yeah. Yeah, God, at least Spencer got one victory before he'll never start again.
The guy they drafted is older than Spencer Rattler. Shuck played, 8 years or 7 years in college.
18,000 freaking college football games.
Yeah.
Oh. This was a great game. Patriots Bucs. Patriots took it 28-23. Drake May looked good. Bucs were a little sloppy, but I don't know. What was your take?
I think that unless the Bucs get some of these injuries back from Godwin, Bucky Irving, I mean, they're still a good team, but man, Baker's struggling throwing the ball to just Ibuka all day.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it is tough when you only got really one solid option.
Cade Otton became his second favorite guy, which is just got to kill him.
Wow. Yeah, and Otton had a pretty decent game, too. But yeah, Patriots do look good, man. They really are the front runners of that conference because, they're big upset that happened in that conference when Dolphins beat the Bills, man. I mean, 30-13. They didn't just win; they won with a stamp down. Did you see? Apparently, that Mike McDaniels was caught driving by the Bills bar and trolling the frickin' fans, dude. What a gangster. That's so funny to me. And then they asked him about it and he just moved on, which just solidifies that he did it.
He totally did.
Yeah. I mean, would you?
Yeah. With the season he's had and they just stamped the Bills. Yeah, you might as well enjoy that one.
Yeah, I know I would. That's funny. So good for you, Mike McDaniels. Keep soaking it up, but I don't know. I hope he gets another head coaching job somewhere else, or maybe he wins out and keep his job. I think if they went 500, even if they missed the playoffs, he'd still have a shot. But
you still have the same problems next year. You got Tua,
which most bipolar quarterback ever. How do you come out and throw 4 touchdowns and no picks, and then come out and throw 4 interceptions and no touchdowns?
He's really good at it.
It's really good. Jameis Winston's found a way to do that all in one game.
Yeah. At least he's consistent. Like, we know what we're getting with Jameis.
Yeah, we know we're getting a 50-50 ratio here. We're going to get 4 touchdowns. We're going to get 4 turnovers.
And you know he's going to air it out.
Yep. Ravens look like they're back. Like big time. There's a little hiccup there with Lamar being hurt and their defense being really hurt. Well, their defense is not hurt anymore, and Lamar's back. And they took it to the Vikings. It was 27-19. The score was a lot closer than that game really was on paper, I feel, watching it. J.J. McCarthy didn't look very good. The Vikings defense didn't look very good. Derrick Henry finally looked like his old self a little bit again, but a little bit, flashes. But I don't think he's ever going to be the king again. Like, I just, I'm not saying he's like washed up or nothing, but I just think for us to expect him to continue to do the things that he's been doing his entire career, I don't think are going to happen. Like, same thing with Alvin Kamara. Like, hate to say it, he's very talented, had a great career, but I don't think we're ever going to see him put up 40 fantasy points again,
Well, their problem is, like Derrick Henry, when you see him in the game, you're running 8 in the box at least. I mean, there's only so much you can do when you have an 8-man front staring at you.
Yep, very true. Very true. Nick with the analytics. Look at that. Oh, God. Yeah, the Bears ended up winning again, which puts them in second place in the NFC North, which is pissing me off, man. I don't know how they keep winning, to be honest. And they only beat the Giants 24-20. So, like, you barely beat a Giants team who's very, very, very banged up. I don't know. They just keep sliding these wins out, and it's pissing me off, I guess.
and you barely beat a Bengals team the week before. I'm not sold on the Bears by any means.
Oh, I'm not either. And I don't think they're that great at all. They just keep getting these easy wins, and it's just ridiculous. So, whatever. They'll find their demise. They will. A very, very, very exciting game to watch. Texans-Jags. That game was fun. I think the coach of the Texans even said in the locker room afterwards, he's like, this was the most fun game I've ever got to coach, play in, anything, So, but yeah, to have the Jags come into town and you're with your backup quarterback and you still come out with a victory, like on a Jags team that's played very well this year, 36-29, it's fun. What were your thoughts on the game, Nick?
They were down 20-3. Yeah. I'm like, there's no way with Davis Mills they have a freaking chance. And it was so much fun to watch after that.
Yeah. Yep. It was just incredible. So
Nico Collins got severely involved, which welcome to watching Joe Flacco. When you got a star, use him.
Mm-hmm.
And that game just changed.
Yeah. Flipped a switch literally, and they found a way to win. It's crazy.
So I haven't heard any updates. Is Joe Mixon dead, or is he coming back, or because that offense is different with Mixon in the lineup?
Yeah, it is.
They got Nick Chubb.
Wasn't it like a non-football injury or something?
I don't remember. It's been so long. I don't even remember what it was now. And like Willie Marks has been good for him, and Nick Chubb fills in here and there, but Joe Mixon just makes that offense different.
Yeah, it just says Joe Mixon is sidelined with a non-football related foot and ankle injury he sustained in the offseason, which has kept him out for the entire 2025 season so far. The exact nature of the injury is unclear as the team has kept the details private, but it has been serious enough to place him on the non-football injury NFI list and cause significant doubts about whether he will play again this year. So it ain't looking so hot for him coming back this year.
Probably got hurt in like a sack race with his family or something.
Yeah.
We don't want to disclose this. Because even when that guy got hit with a firework, they put that out there. So it's gotta
Najee Harris. Really exactly.
It's got to be something really dumb.
Like fell out of bed.
Yeah.
Something.
I woke up and just turned my ankle, and just that had never been right.
Yeah. This article's headline reads, running back Joe Mixon gets reality check amid continued injury absence. on heavy sports. I wonder if it's clickbait or if they were like, you need to get off the list or kick rocks. Yeah. Yeah, it ain't looking so hot for Joe Mixon. So, yeah, he kind of did like die this year. Oh, rest in peace, Joe Mixon.
Yeah. There's always 2026.
In fantasy football, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Cards Seahawks. It was an absolute ass whooping. Seahawks are, like, really freaking good this year, dude. I mean, I never thought this sentence would ever be coming out of my mouth, but, like, they figured it out with Sam Darnold. Jackson Smith and Jigba, it's freaking crazy good. They've got a really killer 1-2 punch with Charbonnet and Walker. And, yeah, dude. You liking what you're seeing out of Seattle or what?
Dude, I've been saying it. I love that defense.
Yeah,
I mean, their offense can just put up points, but their defense had 2 touchdowns in the first quarter.
Yeah.
When you got that going on, it's hard to beat.
Yeah, how many fantasy points did they get you?
Ended with 28. They had 34 in the first quarter.
There you go. 34 in the first quarter.
Yeah,
wow.
I'm looking. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, that's awesome, though. I love it when your defense can play like that. It makes it fun.
They're just all around a sound team.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, Cardinals, it's just I don't know, man. They got to figure it out with Kyler because clearly I think they're ready to move on from him. It's looking like. So yeah, they got some stuff to fix out in Arizona. But all right. Funny how the Lions and Commanders get what's that?
Bet you we don't see many quarterbacks under 6 foot drafted highly this year.
Oh, yeah, no way. Lions Commanders was the same score as the Seahawks Cardinals game. 44-22. That's kind of crazy. 2 same scores like that in the same week.
In the same window.
Yeah, the late window had just 3 hellacious, terrible ass whoopings. Like, it was just so bad. Like, yeah, because the Lions ended up beating the Commanders 44-22. We'll get to that in a second. And the Rams put an absolute truck stick on the 49ers 42-26. So, yeah. Anyways, Lions, we looked good. Commanders' defense isn't that great, but it is what it is. I'm just glad, Dan's back to calling plays, which I'm very happy about. What's John Morton do now?
I think he learns. I think he sees the style that Dan wants to play, and even if Dan gives it up, it'll be Dan telling him what to call.
Yeah, but no, like, honestly, I thought, like, part of the gig for offensive and defensive coordinators were to call plays, too, and, like, if you're not calling plays, what is he doing? Like, really?
Depending on the coach, though, because, like, Kevin Stefanski called plays for many years. Mm-hmm. So some head coaches like that role of calling plays, and I guess you just take care of the rest of the offense, work on the receivers, and make sure the routes, and go bitch at people on the sidelines when they fuck up.
Yes, I don't know. I'm just glad it's working out the way that it's working out. However, still gave up 22 points to a backup quarterback in his offense. But glad to break the streak of the Commanders beating us. I think it was like 9 in a row or something stupid. So very happy to snap that streak, backup quarterback or not. I still think we win that game if Jaden Daniels played. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah, moving on. Rams 49ers. 42-26 Rams. Rams look great. Matt Stafford's a front runner for MVP right now. I mean, he's just like you said last week. No one was talking about it. Now everybody's talking about it. So, yeah, he's been incredible. Been incredible to watch. 49ers are just too banged up. I knew this was going to start happening, that they were going to start losing some games here soon. They can only pull that together for so long. So, all right. And another completely terrible primetime game, if I'm being honest, even though it's a lot higher scoring than the other 2 primetime games, was Sunday Night Football between the Chargers and the Steelers. Aaron Rodgers looked his age. Would you agree with that statement?
He always looks his age. I mean, that's just is what it is. He's not very mobile. You get pressure on him, he's fucked.
Yeah. Well, he definitely got completely screwed by the Chargers defense. It's pretty bad. So, and he always just wants to blame everybody else, man. Like, I just, watching one of those stupid Snapchat things that you send me where that AI voice is over it with some funny stuff, and it's like, are you sick of watching this mid-ass Tomlin team over and over and over and over and over again? It's like, dude, for real, like, yeah, you can argue and say, like, yeah, they made the playoffs every year. Like, that's great. But it's like to literally make the playoffs 20 years in a row to lose in the first round 20 years in a row, I'd almost rather miss the playoffs for 8 years in a row.
Yeah, I think they haven't won a playoff game since 2016, I thought I saw.
Yeah, dude. So it's going on 10 years since they've won a freaking playoff game, and they've made the playoffs in those 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's very, very, very mediocre football in Pittsburgh still. And I don't know that anything's going to – I don't – Tomlin's not the problem. They're in quarterback limbo trying to put a Band-Aid on it until they can get one. But, again, they never finish low enough to draft a quarterback worth of shit. So – it's hard. It's tough.
They've been in quarterback limbo for quite a few years now.
Yeah,
so
since
at some point you got to put it on the management.
Yeah.
Get your shit together. You've had a lot of years to figure this out.
Yeah, very true. They tried Mason Rudolph, Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett goes to the Eagles and wins the Super Bowl as backup to Jalen Hurts, so Swift kicking the nuts for him. Yeah, speaking of the Eagles, they wrapped up with Monday Night Football again. We said this earlier, but Eagles ended up winning 10-7. God, I was really hoping that game was going to end in a 0-0 tie. That would have just been, oh my God, that would have been the absolute worst football game of all time. Like, for real. Has that ever happened?
I don't know about a tie, but I think I saw it was the first time since like 1966 that it's been 0-0 at half. Seriously. That long.
Wow.
That's how brutal that fucking Monday
and I
night.
just can't because,
Wow.
the Eagles and the Packers are two teams that I despise a good amount, and it was just a hard game to watch, and then that made it even worse. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
I just don't know what these offense like. Okay, the Packers don't have a lot of superstars on offense. The Eagles have a ton. The Broncos have quite a few. Why did nobody use them?
Yeah.
We just leave them out there for fun and pay them a lot of money to look cute in our jersey, I guess. Yeah. It's fucking weird.
It's weird. Oh, all right.
Well, Cortland Sutton or A.J. Brown, I'd just quit running routes at this point. I'd just run 3 yards and run a hook and stand there.
Or just run a streak every play.
Yeah, everyone.
Right down the field. Okay. That wraps up our Week 10 recap. Week 10's in the books. We're going into Week 11 now. It's crazy. This football season is flying by, man. Next week's our 50th episode. It's crazy. And then in 3 weeks, it'll be our year anniversary episode, man. This year has just flown by. Absolutely flown by. So, yeah. Moving on. Thursday night football. We got another potential ass beating down the plate. Jets, Patriots. Who you got?
Watch the Jets just come out of nowhere and beat them. But I'm not seeing it. So give me the New England Patriots. They still look really good.
Yeah, Drake May's balling this year. It's hard to pick against them. Glad Aaron Glenn did get another W, though. Like, like I said from the beginning, I don't want to see him crash and burn, just Ben Johnson. So, but yeah, give me the Patriots all day. Finishing matchup. It's just going to be tough. So.
And you can't count on 2 special teams touchdowns every week.
Why not?
Well, if you do, there's a reason you have 2 wins.
Yeah, very true. Very true. We got another across the pond game at 9:30 in the morning on Sunday, with Commanders Dolphins.
Man.
I know that's yeah. I'm gonna pick the Dolphins just because they're coming off that hot win and all that jazz. And the Commanders are playing with Marcus Mariota, so I don't know. Who you got though?
I got the Dolphins also, and honestly, this game does not entice me to turn on my TV at 9:30.
We're sorry, Europe. We really know how to bring you guys just the best games ever. I mean, at least last week's was an awesome game. Last week's was a great game.
I was so happy for them fans over there to finally get a thriller game.
Yes.
Atlanta's not bad, and the Colts are really good. So, I mean, It was cool to see.
Yep. Yeah, it was a good feeling to have a really good game over there for them. That was great. So, hats off. But hopefully, and shit, we don't know. This game might end up being 42-40 for all we know. Seriously, we know nothing about the NFL this year. It is a complete crapshoot. Anybody could win except the Titans. That's something we do know. They are not good. Packers Giants. Oof. Can we tie?
Pretty much.
Can we tie again?
I don't know why, but I feel like with the Packers' woes, the Giants are going to surprise them this week with Jameis.
I'm not picking the Pack, as we all know anyway. So, yeah, give me the Giants, man. Give me Jameis Winston with 3 touchdowns, only 2 picks, and 287 yards.
I'm sticking with 3-3.
There you go. I like it. Texans, Titans. Speaking of the Titans.
Oh, boy, man, that's another one. But this is why if you gamble, you're probably fucked this year. I'm going to pick the Texans, but the Titans will probably come out and win somehow.
Yeah. Nah, I'm picking the Texans because Davis Mills looked great. I still don't think Tennessee's got it going on enough to beat them. So, yeah, give me the Texans. Shizzle. Give me Davis Mills one more time. If he plays, if C.J. Stroud. So what if C.J. Stroud comes out and plays and loses to Tennessee?
There's no talks of switching Davis Mills. That's crazy shit. Oh, my God. No.
I'm just saying, man. He beat a team.
You sound like a psychopath.
Yeah, maybe it's because I am, Nick. Maybe it's
Dude. That didn't even cross Ryan's mind. He was so excited because he got out of one fucking victory with Davis Mills. That's the limit. You hit the ceiling, buddy. There's nowhere else to go.
He had a career game. He's done. He should just retire.
Absolutely.
Oh, speaking of retiring and unretiring and stuff, do you see Rob Gronkowski signed a 1-day contract with the Patriots today just so he could retire as a Patriot?
Yeah, I read the story behind that, too. He already planned to do that anyway.
Yep. I just think it's kind of neat.
His friend passed away, and he told her he would do that, so that's pretty cool.
Yep, so hats off to Gronk. That was cool. Did you see the video at all of them doing it?
No.
So, Robert Kraft's up there talking about it, and he's like, well, we do play the Jets tomorrow. Do you think you could sign a 2-day contract? And Gronk's like, yeah, well, but what's my signing bonus? Yeah, leave it to Gronk to continue to be Gronk. So, alrighty. God, this game, I have no clue. Panthers, Falcons.
I got Atlanta all day. Panthers' offenses look terrible the last 2 weeks. They beat the Pack, but they still only scored 16 points.
Very true. Very true. But, even though the Falcons lost last week, they showed up, which means this would be an off week. So, give me Carolina. God, this game needs to end in a tie. That's Bears Vikings. What you got?
I agree. It should. I hope it ends in a tie, but I actually got Minnesota in this one.
Yeah,
I know
too.
They've been kind of sliding lately, but I think they're still honestly better than the Bears.
Yeah, I completely agree. Give me Vikings all day. JJ will have a bounce back game. He'll be all right. Chargers Jags. This might be a fun one.
I don't think so. I think the Chargers are going to kill them.
Got 2 of the best kickers going at it, head-to-head, and Dicker the kicker and Cam Little. So that should be a fun one to watch. Lots of kicks probably.
When you're talking about kickers being the highlights, that sums up their years.
Something like that. So, yeah, I'll take the Jags, though. I think they'll bounce back from that loss last week. So, and they're at home. So, give me the Jags. Bills, Bucs.
Oh, I got the Bucs. I think the Bucs, even though they lost last week, still look pretty good, and the Bills looked fucking awful.
Yeah, they did. And I'll say this, though. Definitely the Bills are on fraud alert. But I think the Bucs are a little bit too, man. I really do. And I don't even think it's so much fraud alert as it is they're just playing hurt still. And Baker just continues to play out of his mind. So I'm going to take the Bucs too. Well, it's hard to no, I'm taking the Bills because they're at home. It's going to be cold. Give me the Bills. I think they'll bounce back. I don't think they're the team that they used to be, especially now that New England's who they are. But give me the Bills. Bengals Steelers.
The fun part about that game, though, is
Hmm.
Josh Allen their team is healthy, and he still doesn't have any receivers to throw through.
Yeah, he doesn't. He ain't got nobody. Yeah. I get $1 for every time I yawned on this episode. I'd have like $14. All right, Bengals Steelers. This game.
I'm going to take the Bengals in this one.
Yeah, this was the Icy Hot Bowl, right? Yeah.
And you want to talk about Mike Tomlin being pissed off about that trade? I just see Joe Flacco fucking pinning it to him. So he can be really upset about that trade.
Yeah. Did you see the clause that was in Micah Parsons' trade?
Yeah,
That he could never be traded to the Eagles.
Yeah, for like till 2028.
Watch the Packers just do that. Watch the Packers.
Here, take our first round pick and screw you.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna take the Bengals just because the Steelers' offense has looked like complete shit the last couple of weeks, and I think the Bengals will take it this time. Or the Bengals took it last time too, but I think they'll do it again. So, give me Flacco. 49ers Cardinals. Oof.
I got the 49ers in this.
Yeah.
I still think they're good enough to bounce back and beat the Cardinals at least.
Yeah, I'll give it that. Yeah, because Christian McCaffrey's still been playing out of his mind this year, so. Yeah, give me the 49ers. Faux show. Come on now. Okay. Yes, this is probably matchup of the week, potentially. Minus the Lions-Eagles, but Seahawks-Rams, who you got?
This is going to be a great game.
Yes.
I want to see if the Rams are as good as they think, and the Seahawks. I think this is going to be a huge telling game.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Seahawks are a better team. I think the Rams have a better offense, but I think the Seahawks are a better team, and I'm rolling with Seattle.
Yeah, I'm picking Seattle too. I think they're a better team this year, even though the Rams are at home. But the Rams' home base isn't really a home field, anyways. They get a lot of visiting fans in there and stuff. I got the Seahawks in this, but it's going to be fun to watch because I think that both Sam Darnold and Matt Stafford could come out and throw 4 touchdowns and 300 yards apiece, and those games are always so much fun to watch. So, very excited about that matchup. Chiefs Broncos.
I got Denver in this. I think the Chiefs just are not their year.
No, it's not, and I'm taking the Broncos because I'm never going to pick the Chiefs. Ravens Browns.
Definitely got Baltimore in this. They look good again.
They do, but I'm taking the Browns. I am. I'm taking the Browns to just shut down Lamar and Derrick Henry and just beat them and throw another curveball in our season of we don't know what's going on in this. All right. Sunday Night Football, be a good matchup. Lions are going into Philadelphia to play the Eagles. I think, we both are going to pick the Lions, but what do you think that the Lions need to do in order to win this game?
We got to hold down their offense. Their offense has been stagnant as shit lately.
Mm-hmm.
We got to put pressure on them and keep it like that.
Yeah.
Because we've seen it when the Eagles' offense gets going. It's a scary team to play.
I'm curious if all the shit talk that our defensive backs do and Brian Branch and all them guys, that if they're going to get under like A.J. Brown's skin enough to the point that he's going to do something stupid, which I think is a high possibility with how much tension there seems to be with the Eagles right now. So
A.J. Brown's just going to go sit on the sideline and read a book. He'll be fine.
Read a book. Yeah. I got the Lions by a couple scores, though. I think they're just gonna walk in there and click, and I don't think that Philadelphia's gonna figure out a way to stop them. And I don't see their offense. Excuse me. I don't see. I'm dying. Just kidding. Okay, back to it. Yeah, Lions by 2 scores. Let's go. Cowboys Raiders wraps up on Monday Night Football. Wow, another awesome matchup, NFL, on a Monday night. Guess I'll be making other plans Monday.
Yeah, I'm going to be going to bed.
Yeah, go to bed at 8:14.
Yep. I got the Cowboys, though. The Raiders are just a dumpster fire.
Yeah,
I don't
dude.
think they can compete with that offense.
Literal dumpster fire. Yeah, give me the Cowboys, even though it hurts me. the Raiders are at home, but Geno just don't look good. I don't know at what point do you try something new. Who's their backup? Is it Gardner Minshew? No, Gardner Minshew's
Pickett.
in. It's Kenny Pickett. Yeah, you got to give Kenny Pickett an opportunity, dude. You know what I mean? At some
It
point.
can't hurt.
Yeah, it's not gonna make you any worse. So. Okay, so that wraps up our NFL talk for the week. And gets us right into...
Let's lead off since we just finished with the Cowboys. You got your guys' wish. Nico Harrison got burned at the stake. He's gone.
Yeah, that was a long time coming, though.
Yes and no. So the more I read about it, at the same time, they use Nico Harrison as a scapegoat. If you're going to tell me the owners and everything didn't sign off on that Luka trade, he doesn't have that kind of power to trade Luka Doncic without the whole organization signing off.
Very true.
He's just a scapegoat.
Yeah, I think he even got quoted saying that he knew that trade was not in the organization's best interest.
Yeah, I mean, but he's the GM, so he's going to be the scapegoat. You don't make a trade for a generational player like that without the owner signing off on it. You don't.
No, it's very true, dude. I don't know.
And that owner continues to kick him when he's down and used him as a scapegoat. It's like, God, Mark Cuban's got to be fucking going nuts.
I know, at least the guy's got a little bit of a sense of humor, because I also read in an article that it said that on his Instagram, it used to say, like Dallas Mavericks GM, and now it just says unemployed. Oh, man. At least you can take it with a grain of salt, brother. So, I'm sure he'll find other work, but, yeah, it's crazy. Crazy what's going on down there in Big D, man. Their sports teams are messes when they shouldn't have to be. So, and it all comes down to ownership, really. It all comes down.
Dude, it always does.
Yep, it really does. I mean, we struggled. To be honest, though, like, I always thought the Ford family owning the Lions, that they were the problem. I really did. I was one that at Calvin Johnson's Hall of Fame ring ceremony at halftime when they played Baltimore, when Justin Tucker kicked that field goal, that's now the second longest. She couldn't give her speech because everyone was booing so loud, and I want to asterisk that with it was halftime, so half the crowd was gone. But clearly, when old lady Ford stepped away, and I think it's Sheila now that's in charge, she clearly gets it. Or at least I think she does. What they've done in Detroit in such a short amount of time since she's really taken over, clearly she's got a vision and she's working it, and it's doing pretty damn good. So, like when Mike Ilitch had the Red Wings, they've never been the same since Mike Ilitch died. They haven't been. Now are we getting back a little bit? Maybe. But the Red Wings used to be the rough, tough, don't fuck with us kind of team all through us growing up and things, and they just don't have that anymore, So, but speaking of the Red Wings and Pistons, let's get a little update on where we are at.
Dude, Pistons are top in the East.
Yes, 9-2. Let's go.
They beat the Wizards the other day with 6 people hurt.
Really?
Yeah.
So they have no subs.
They had to sign some random people, like they did, but it wasn't anybody that.
And we still beat the Wizards. Damn, there are 3 1-10 teams in the Eastern Conference right now.
I know, and the Wizards are 1. That's why, you can't hang your hat. But to have 6 people out that are in your normal rotation, that's hard to come back from.
Yeah, very hard.
The Wizards still have NBA players.
Wow, looking pretty good. They're on a 7-game winning streak right now.
Cade Cunningham looks amazing this year.
Yeah, he looks monstrous this season, dude.
He just came into his own.
Yeah, he looks bigger this year, significantly bigger. So, yeah, let's go. Thunder though are 11-1 in the Western Conference and look just as good, if not better, than they did last year. So
that's why they're the odds-on favorite, even before the season started.
But yeah, let's go Detroit. So yeah, Pistons, and then they play, I think, the Bulls tonight. Correct? I believe so. Okay. Oh yay! Look at that. The Red Wings. We are 9-7 We have 18 points. I know it's early in the season, but we've lost 3 in a row now. So, started out pretty good, regressing already. I'd rather regress now and then go back up. So I don't know, but I've only got to catch really a couple games so far. Speaking freely, but what are your thoughts so far on the Red Wings this year?
They're very middle of the road. Our penalty kill's gotten a lot better this year, but our power play is not very fun to watch. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
We have a hard time sustaining the puck in the zone on the power play.
Yeah.
And that's just one of them things. If you're going to be a good team, like, you have to capitalize on the power play.
Yeah, you do. We definitely need to figure that out. Yeah, we gave everybody start dates for TGL, PGA Live last week. Yeah, buddy. Running a little short this week, but we didn't have many headlines this week.
Which is also kind of good. That means we didn't have a bunch of torn ACLs, and that's usually a lot of bad stuff.
Yeah. Do want to say, rest in peace to Marshawn Nealon. That whole situation with Dallas is pretty bad. So we'll, shout out to him and his family and the Cowboys organization. That's a terrible, terrible thing, especially that young man just scored a touchdown like the week before, So it's kind of nuts. 24 years old. So, yeah, crazy. Not to end on such a sour note like that, so let's end on a good one, because there was one more headline I was going to talk about that I did not. And what was it?
The commissioner passing was one.
Yeah, but that's also ending on a somber note. But rest in peace to, oh gosh, his name's slipping my mind right now.
Paul.
Thank you. He was the commissioner before Roger Goodell, but it's crazy to think that Roger Goodell has been our commissioner for going on, it'll be 20 years next year.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, maybe, and that was about how long I think that he did it too, about 20 years. So, do I think Roger Goodell is a great commissioner? No. Do I think he's a bad commissioner? No. I think he's a very middle of the road, complacent commissioner who's implemented a lot of safety features into our game that I think a lot of us don't agree with. But it is also for the betterment and the longevity of the players, and I can understand that. So,
I think as commissioner, though, your job is just permanently stuck in the middle.
Yeah, it's very true.
Between the owners, the players, the fans, like, your job is just literally stuck.
Yeah, every headline I find, we're just going to have to end this episode on a negative note, I guess. Travis Hunter had surgery. His season is over. Welcome to the depressing hour.
All right. Harrison Jr. had an appendix surgery. He's out this week.
Yep. Oh, it was appendix. I seen it was emergency surgery. They just didn't say appendix in what I read.
I think it was appendicitis.
Gotcha. Yeah, that'll make you rush to get shit done.
He's only going to be out for a week, they said, though.
Yeah, should be all right.
On the positive note, we're going to have 40-degree weather in Michigan for the next couple of days, even 50. Yeah.
Yeah, but
that's
it's
my positive note.
Yeah, next week will be a little hunting edition of the Hulaham Hour, and we will more than likely have a guest on as well with us next week. We'll surprise everybody with that when it comes, but it is hunting season. Opening day here in Michigan is on Saturday, and I do deer camp every year, so I'll probably be in like camo or something that day, talking about a little bit about hunting, and hopefully I'll have a nice story to tell you on a big old buck that I shot. So that'd be pretty sweet. Okay, that's a little bit more of a positive note to end this week on. So you got anything else this week, Bro Beans?
Nope, that'll do it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that we are Hulaham. Oh.